Today is July 20th, 2024, 5 days short of a whole year of doing this experiment on Internet Computer, ICP. Today the price right now is 10.18. As you can see, it's kind of volatile, jumping all over the place, but that's the way coins work. Last 7 days, it's been an uphill climb. Last month, that way also. Today the price has gone between 10.03 and 10.51. It's broken through $10 and has the ability to stay there a little bit, I guess. We've broke through. Taking a look at our spreadsheet, I punched in at 10.16. The price changed a little bit since then. July 20th, we are up $3,000 over the past year, up 150%. Pretty happy with that. You know, we've had higher places, you can see. But anyway, that's where we're at for almost a year now. The X factor, and I'm kind of stopping the low of $2.90 back in September. Tired of tracking that, but anyway, the X factor from the time we started is 2.51x. That's nice, and I do still track from the high of March 27th. It was $20.76. We were at 10,000. We are down from March. We're up over the year, but down from March 51%, 10,004 to 5,001. That's what we're looking at. Kind of interesting. I just like to follow that also. So let's look at these grid bots that I started using ICP. Now, keep in mind, these two bots that I have started down here, they don't accumulate ICP. It just plays with it, do I want to say. The ones that accumulate it, let's see, the recurring buy, there's a bunch of them they have on here. I can't use it. They don't have it set up as a pair, ICP, USD, and I went over that before. I would like to eventually try some other ones. The trailing sell and trailing buy look very interesting. I'm not ready to do that yet. Now there's the recurring buy I can't use. But anyway, this is where we are right now. Let's see if I can get me out of here a little bit. We're set up on 15 minutes here. And this should really be kind of a nice look to make money on a grid bot. And I used two of them, the DCA bot using the martingale, right, it is their theory. And that's doing okay. And that required more money. I just did the minimum so I could share and experiment. I'd like to do something where we accumulate money, accumulate ICP, but I haven't found anything that I liked yet. Let's go back, finish this conversation up. The grid trading bot is right here. That has gone up. But the problem with the grid trading bot, if you know anything about setting it up, you set up parameters. And I'm out of the zone. So I think we're going to try something here today and keep it moving. But anyway, also I looked into the rebalancing bot. And I'll get back to that. We'll look at those things. Dual coin mode. I thought, okay, we could do this. And I'm going to do the tutorial. And hold on. I'm sorry, my cat doesn't like it when she's not part of the conversation. Anyway, if you are optimistic about multiple coins and are willing to hold coins for a long time to gain appreciation, yeah, I'll come up with a second coin, no problem. I'd love to do that. But the dual coin mode does not support ICP. I can do FET. It's like, really? I can do that? And you don't have ICP in here? So anyway, XRP, so I can't do it. So I did look into that, but can't do that. Anyway, let's get back to here. So let's look at, the one thing when I saw this big drop, it's interesting. When you see a drop like this, and you're just holding and go, oh, bummer, it went down. I just want to see it go up. I want my spreadsheet to show up. But when you see this, it's like, oh, an opportunity to buy some ICP in one of the bots. And for instance, let's look at the detail of the DCA. Well, let's go into the wallet. Now, this is what's interesting. So then you have this up and overview. And what's really interesting is I'm only holding 1.2 ICP. It was down to 0.7. It was up over 5 when we had these downward trends. But now I don't have a lot. And that little bit that was bought probably during this dump here. But what's interesting is you kind of look, buying opportunities. So that's interesting. It's even though I'm not accumulating ICP, I look at it differently now. So let's look at the detail in the grid trading bot. Now the grid trading bot, came up and it's leveled off. And the problem is I'm out of the grid range. Now there's things I can do. So let's look at this. I can add an investment. I don't really want to add an investment. Edit price range. So this is the price range, 5 to 8.96. It's a 10. I'm out of the range. But if I want to change it, let's just say I change the lower limit to 9, and I change the upper limit to 12. They want $91 more, and when I do these grids or things like this, I put in a minimal amount, but they want double the amount to put it in. Well, I'm not going to do that. What else is there? Release profit. I'm not going to do that. That's a different thing. But what I could do, and let's see if I can go back here. Let's say, let's open a new one. I don't have enough balance. The balance, because they're tied up in these, I only have $49 in there, and they want 101 to do a new one. Well, that's interesting. What are the parameters? So then I'm going to be here, let's see, between 8 and 12.8. And that's what I want to do. I want to change my range so I can make money or lose money again. So what I think I'm going to do is close, stop the bot, and enter a new one and open a new one. That's what I think we're going to do, because it's right now I'm kind of stuck doing nothing right now with this one. This one here, I think we're just going to let that go. That's okay. But this one here, the grid trading bot, you can see it's just kind of flatlined. I'm out of the profit. I'm out of the grid range. So let's see what happens. And I showed like putting more money in. They wanted to double the investment. I don't want to do that. Don't have it anyway. Don't want to put any more in here. So what happens if we stop the bot? And are you sure you want to stop the grid trading bot? Do you want us to help you automatically sell ICP in the US? I guess so, but I'm only holding a little bit. So we're going to say, here goes. And maybe in January, I'm going to go, oh my God, look at all this tax reporting I have to do. Well, we'll worry about that then, huh? Because these things do generate trades. Confirm. So I only had 0.24. Anyway, there we go. So it says create a bot, but I'm not going to do it. I want to see where we stand here. Oh, it sold it all. There we go. Whew, wait a second. Let's see how much it says I own. 1.03. Hardly had any anyway. What difference does it make? So now we're going to open up a new one, and we're going to use the 7-day strategy. Sorry to bore y'all. Available balance is 151. Investment, and again, can we do that? 101, 60. Okay, we're just going to do the minimum. Do I want to just do the minimum? Or do I want to put it all in there? I don't know. I might want to do something with that. Let's just do the minimum. Copied. And we're just going to use the AI strategy. I'm not going to set it up. Here are the parameters that the AI strategy is putting in here. Maximum drawdown 2.75, 8 to 12.8. That's a big range. I can't believe we got out of that range. Okay, we're going to do it. I thought I was doing it. There we go. Now it's going to put me into 56.83%. It's hard to believe I started out that way. Let's do it. This is an experiment, and you got to see it from the get-go. Stopping one, starting the exact same bot because I was out of range, and I didn't want to change the range of the one I had. And of course, it always shows negative because you're just buying in. You got to start somewhere. Where am I at? 11 minutes. Sorry, guys. I don't like to make them this long. I fall asleep with them myself. So there we go. And we'll see how the new bot works out, by selling and getting back in and creating a new trading range. All right. That's fun to follow along. Hope you enjoy it. This is not investment advice. I'm not an investment advisor. Just doing some minimal amounts to follow along. And of course, the ICP experiment is 5 days from a year, and we're still alive. Here we go. So have yourself a profitable day. This is not investment advice. I'm not an investment advisor.